Well, welcome and thank you for joining me. I'm Wallis Patterson and I'm your host for Wednesdays with Wallis. So thank you to all of those people over the last couple of weeks who have been subscribing, the little button below, subscribing to our YouTube channel, Wednesdays with Wallis. Really appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. And I want you to tell your friends about us. And we need loads and loads and loads more subscribers. We've got this great big goal to achieve for the channel. And so we can then maybe down the line, earn some money and get paid for it. And that would be absolutely fabulous. That'd be just amazing. It wasn't it seems like a long time ago, but it wasn't such a long time ago. I had a gorgeous, gorgeous shop, beautiful shop, home decor, home decorating shop, beautiful mirrors and homewares. And it was my dream. It was my dream all my life, I think, to have that, because I've just been a maniac really for home decorating. And I go into a house and when I'm in there decorating the damn thing in my mind, or I'll see something and, decorate the hell out of it. Or if I can't sleep, I decorate something. So I'm a bit nutty on the decorating. But anyway, I had this gorgeous, gorgeous shop, and I won't go into all the details about what happened with it, but there were a number of things happened to it. I'd only just had it 12 months, and it was behind this, it was a really funky, funny old place, and there was an area behind it, and the man had built that in for me and all that sort of thing, and it had this big yard area. It was very funky and different, and it just suited me down to the ground. Along the way, about 12 months, as I said, I was in there, and we found out that not only did he not have a permit for what he did, and we could have gotten around that, but there was an environmental attachment to it because there's a big dam not too far from where we live and where the shop was. You couldn't actually have built on or done anything. They wouldn't have allowed you to do it. They gave us a couple of weeks' notice, and I had to pack up my shop and move on. And I was heartbroken. I went home and decided to do a bit of work in the garden, lick my wounds, so to speak. And I did that by being out in the garden and grovelling around in the garden. And I'm a good tourist. I got out there into the soil and got into kicking up the soil and digging and putting some structure into the garden, because it was also, I hadn't long moved into the house that we were in, and we were doing the gardens there. So I finished up one day, stood in the lounge room, and I remembered this really, really clearly. I stood in the lounge room because I didn't really know what I was going to do after the shop. I thought, well, where am I going? What am I doing? What now? So I stood in the lounge room and I said to myself, you know what I'd really, really love to do? I'd love to talk about all sorts of different things. And that's me. I know a lot of things I know a little bit about a lot of things. So, and of course, my life experience, and I suppose, people say I've got the gift of the gab. Well, I may well have or not. I am a little bit shy in some ways. But anyway, I do find that I can chatter on to people, and I really, really enjoy that. So I said to myself, standing there, what I'd really like to do, I'd like to talk, on a world stage. I'd like to talk on a platform and get paid for it handsomely. Not just paid, I'd like to be paid handsomely. I like fabulous, as you all know, and I wanted to be paid fabulous money for it. And that hasn't happened yet because I've held myself back. And I think that my title today of the segment, or this particular show today, is I Quit. I think that I want to have a little chat about this. I don't have long because, I only like to keep the show to about 10 minutes because I don't like to bore the pants off everybody. But I want to just touch on this thing about quitting. We've all been brainwashed, really, sold a pup, as I call it. We've just been totally damn brainwashed about, you can't quit, you can't give up, success might be just around the corner, yabba, 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 la, 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 as I call it. And it's just a load of rubbish. It's a load of rubbish because there are things you do need to quit on. If you're in a bad marriage and it's not working out, damn well it's not working out, but you feel or got this thing nagging in your head about you need to keep on, you need to keep trying. Well, then no, don't keep trying. Quit. Get rid of it. kick it to the curb, get out of it. And we all know when we're in things, like if you've started something, let's say you've started a business for yourself, or you've started something and you get into it and you go, oh, gee, what am I doing this for? And I don't mean because it's had a bit of a bend in the road and a bit of a curveball being thrown at you and you're going, oh, should I have done this? But you know that you should have, and you know that you want to keep going. That's all good. I'm not talking about those sorts of things. I'm talking about the things where you really know that you've made a big mistake and you shouldn't be there. Quit. Don't go on with it. Quit. Start out how you want to finish up, because it won't work out too well if you know damn well you shouldn't have done it in the first place. And we have friendships like that too, or so-called friendship. The people who feel like they've sucked all the energy and blood out of you when you've left their company, and you wonder why the hell you keep going back. Don't. Quit. So this whole idea of quitting is really, really important. And it came up for me this week when my friend in America, Suzanne Evans owns a company in the US, a hugely successful company, fabulous, fabulous lady, Driven Inc. If you don't know about it, go and Google it, have a look at it. It's absolutely fabulous. She's absolutely fabulous. I have done a little bit of work with her over the years, but she's a gorgeous, gorgeous lady. I love her because she's down to earth. She says it just as it is, and I like that very, very much, because I don't like all the smoke and mirrors and all the stuff that's clouded and cloaked in all sorts of nonsense, because I'm not that sort of person. I'm very, very straightforward, and people either love me or they don't like me at all, or they hate me. Maybe they hate me. Hate's a strong word, but they either like me or they don't like me, and that's all good, because I'm okay with that. I don't really care. Sounds a bit rough, doesn't it? But I don't care. You like me or you don't like me, whatever. But I love her. I love her because she's straightforward and she's fantastic. But anyway, the thing that she was doing this week in relation to a couple of books that she's bringing out and other people that are involved in those books, etc., etc. And a man that she works with, or has worked with, is retiring now, a man called Larry Winget. If you haven't heard of him, go and Google him also. He inspired me this week, and he inspired me not particularly because of anything that he said, but just because of the fact that Larry Winget has been working at what he's doing for 33 years, speaking around the world, absolutely fabulous, speaking his mind, saying what he's wanted to say, and he's got good stuff to say. He's not just opinionated. Well, he is, but he's not in a way that he hasn't got really, really good stuff to say. And I could relate to that, because that's me. That's what I'd like to do. I'd like to talk about aging and how we don't have a manual for it, and who wrote the book on aging and ageism and all the rest of the crap that goes around about it. Oh, isn't it lovely that you're keeping busy, and you stick your fingers down your throat when you hear people say it. None of that sort of stuff. So I'm wanting to encourage you who are listening to this, if there's something that you're doing that isn't enthralling you and isn't, floating your boat, giving you butterflies in your tummy, quit. Give it up. Find something else that's better for you. Life's too short. Eat dessert first. And if you watch my show on that, you'll know that I'm all about eating dessert first, having a fabulous life, doing wonderful things with it. And perhaps that'll be my topic when I get onto the world stage. Life's too short. Eat dessert first. So before I go, you are going to quit on the stuff you don't like, aren't you? Or the marriage that you have that isn't working, or the friends that are driving you crazy. Okay, all right. Fabulous necklace that I've had for many, many years, which I just love. Big, heavy, oversized thing, but I love, love, love it. Big loopy earrings, hoops that I love. This jacket that I've got on is a gorgeous, gorgeous jacket. It's designed by a young man here in Melbourne. He has a company called Vale and Ward, which I just love. And this big, big giraffe on the front of this top that I've got on. I've got a fabulous pair of pants on, that you really, really can't see unless I stand way back across the room and try and give you a little glimpse of them. But I've got these fabulous pants on, and the pants, the top is from a company called TS, Taking Shape 14 plus. Size of me, you can see I need the 14 plus. And the pants are from a company called Rundholz, German couple who live in a fabulous farmhouse and work from there in Germany. That's it for me. Bit of jewellery on, bracelet, bit of, the obligatory watch with the red band and the leopard print. Oh, she loves that little print. She really does. Thank you for listening to Wednesdays with Wallis. I hope you got something out of that quitting thing, because I think it's important. And I may even mention it again. And certainly life is too short. Eat dessert first. And if you don't love and aren't overjoyed about those things around you, quit. Kick them to the curb. Get on with something that you'll enjoy more, sweeties. Thank you again for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll be back next week on Wednesdays with Wallis with something more. Who knows what that might be? It'll be something about something that I think you should be doing. It'll be some opinion that I damn well have. Have a fabulous weekend. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the heck out of life. Mwah. Love you all, and we'll see you next week. Chat soon. Bye for now.